Today I want to talk just briefly about using our electronic databases at Southeastern. When you're looking for a resource for a journal article, or when you're looking for resources for your research papers, this is a good place to start, and it is my preferred place for you to obtain your information. So let's talk about how to get there. The first thing to do is type in this URL, http://www.se.edu. That'll take you to our main home page. Once you're there, you need to click on the Current Students tab. That's the second tab there with the red arrow pointing to it. When you do that, you should get this drop-down menu, and from there you will choose Henry G. Bennett Library. When you click on the Henry G. Bennett Library link, what you should get is a page. This page is your library page, and so underneath library links, if you will click on electronic resources, that will take you to the list of resources that they have, the databases that they have in the Southeastern Library. Underneath the electronic resources, actually underneath integrated search under electronic resources, they have that in an alphabetical list. And I want you to notice under integrated search there is a line in the second paragraph that says, if accessing these titles off campus, signing in via the proxy server, and there's a link there, may be necessary. And we're going to come back and talk about that, but let's talk about first where I want you to go. What I have found to be probably the safest place to look for your journal articles or to look for your information for your research papers is EBSCOhost, and that would be under, of course, the D and E's in alphabetical list. The reason why I like the EBSCOhost is because it searches a variety of databases and journals so that you're getting a lot of good information. Now, that's not to say that many of these other ones wouldn't work, but let's just start here to begin with, okay? When you click on that, if you're off campus, you may very well get a message that tells you need to click on the proxy server, and you can do that right here on this page. And when you click on the proxy server, it should take you to a page that looks like this. And that's where you need to enter your username and your password. Now, if you've never accessed the Southeastern electronic databases before, then underneath the login boxes there are instructions for login. And it tells you what your username and what your password is going to be. If you have ever logged in before, then you were supposed to have been told to change your password. If you didn't log in on Durant campus, then the chances are very good that the computer did not tell you that you needed to change your password. In that case, you need to follow the directions below that, which says if you put in your username and 8-digit birth date for your password and you cannot get in, then do the following. And this next page, that information blown up a little bit there, that tells you exactly what you need to do. Now, the trick is that you have to allow time for it to change the password. And it says that you may have to wait about 15 minutes. It is my understanding that if you wait closer to 30 minutes or even a little over 30 minutes, that you're probably going to have a better chance of not having to go back in and change your password multiple times. make sure, of course, that you allow time for that password change. So as you're watching this, it might not be a bad idea when you finish to go in and actually get that set up and record your new password somewhere so that it is set up and ready to go when you get ready to use it. If you go in and try that, and I would usually try it twice because I understand for some reason that there's a history of it requiring 2 attempts before it actually takes your password in Campus Connect. But if you've gone in and changed your password and tried to log in and that didn't work, and so you went back into Campus Connect and tried to change your password again and it still didn't work, then down at the bottom of the page there is a note that says if you still cannot get in, then call Dennis Miles, and it gives you his phone number. He is a library faculty member that can assist you with this issue. If you call him and he gives you directions and they do not work for you, don't wait until your paper is due and say, gee, you know, I called him and he said he would call me back and it's been 2 weeks and I haven't heard from him. If you don't hear from him within 24 or 48 hours, you need to call back, okay? I know that it's hard to understand, but people do get busy and they do forget. And so you're the one who has need of the databases, so the responsibility is kind of on you to make sure that you get the help that you need. Once you have gotten logged in, which can sometimes be an adventure, you should get a page that looks like this. Now, if you'll look at this blue arrow here, it shows that you can select or deselect all of the databases. And depending on what you're looking for, there may be some times that you want to select all of the databases, but within this collection of databases, there's some that I'm just like appalled when students choose them, because they say very clearly on there that they're for elementary or for middle school research, or some that say that they are newspapers. Well, obviously you're not going to do a journal article over a newspaper, and we all know that the information in newspapers are biased. They're slanted towards the owner and editor's views, just like television stations news is slanted. So that's not unbiased information. That's not research, which is what we're looking for. So the ones that I would particularly like to see you choose on this page is the first one, which is Academic Search Complete, OmniFile, Psych Articles, and Psych Info. If you choose those, you should have an excellent selection of materials to choose your article or whatever it is that you're looking for. That will include the majority of the peer-reviewed full-text articles that we might need in psychology. Once you've done that, go ahead and click on the Continue button, and it will bring you to a page. Another list of the preferred databases for psychology students. It will bring you to a page that looks something like this. At this page, because you only want scholarly journal articles, we don't want magazine articles, we don't want books to do a journal article review over for sure, we don't want newspapers. So if you will click right there in that little box that says full text, and then click again in the one that says scholarly peer-reviewed journal articles, and then up at the top, type in whatever it is that you're looking for a research material over, and then click the search button. The results that you should get should be pretty much what you're looking for. Now, if you're wanting something that's published within the last 3 years, if you look over on the right hand side in the second box, there's a place where you can choose publish date. So that might be a way to refine your search even more. Once you've got your search results, if you just want to make sure that you have what you're looking for, underneath Limit To, there's a place where you can choose full text and scholarly peer-reviewed journals. Underneath the scholarly peer-reviewed journals is another opportunity to select the publication date, and so to limit it to newer is what we're usually looking for. And that's a slider box there, so you can, it's really easy to do this and make it what you're looking for.